Hello, and welcome to the Pest Control Marketing Podcast with your host, me, Hal Coleman, uncensored and unplugged. Pay attention, take lots of notes, because you're going to find out exactly how to get more new customers, more referrals, and grow your business.
Hal Coleman has been active in the pest control industry for over 40 years, including owning and operating his own successful pest control business for 18 years. He now devotes his time to helping other PCOs and other WCOs double, triple, and even quadruple their businesses faster than they ever imagined. Be sure to check out his website, pestcontrolmarketer.com. For more information about Hal's coaching program, you can reach him at 770-993-0004 or email him hal@halcoleman.com. Mike Stewart is known as the Internet audio and video guy. Since the birth of the Internet, Mike has been showing small business owners how to get more new customers, increase their sales, and grow their businesses online using audio and video, now with iPhones and Android phones. For more information about Mike's coaching program and his online training courses, visit MikeStewartCoaching.com or email him mike@internetaudioguide.com.
Hello, this is Hal Coleman, the Pest Control Marketer, and welcome to another episode of the Pest Control Marketing Podcast. I'm here with my good friend and associate, Mike Stewart. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great today, Hal. I always look forward to these podcasts and can't wait to know what... You know, one of the things folks don't know about this, but I'm going to give you a little secret. I never know what we're going to talk about until we get here to the microphone. So this tells you that's not being prepared. That's the fact that Hal and I are passionate, and we have been stewards and students of the things that work for online and offline. So I'm glad to be here, and I can't wait to know what we're going to talk about.
Well, you know, Mike, it's funny. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to talk about until about 5 minutes before you turn on the microphone, because it's just whatever's on my heart, whatever conversations I've had with somebody during the week, or maybe I had a conversation with somebody an hour before we do this podcast, and they tell me about what they're struggling with, or they have an issue, and I think, hey, that'd make a great podcast episode. And so when we get on the podcast, that's how we come up with them. There's not a lot of research. These are certainly not staged, and they're not written and scripted. We're just talking about everyday struggles of everyday PCOs and WCOs and other small business people, and sharing the experience that we have with them. So it comes from the heart, and it comes from the head, but it doesn't come from paper. Okay, and that's a good point.
That would slow us down.
Yeah. So, you know what I want to talk about today? This is something that I've had a couple of conversations with this week with PCOs, and this is a common thing. I dealt with this when I had my business, is preparing your business for sale. Now, there are a lot of people out there who I talk with who were one-man operators who intend to stay one-man operators, or they're small, they intend to stay small, and they're making a lucrative income. You know, they're working hard, but they're making some money, and someday when they get tired of doing it, they'll just change the phone number to an unlisted number and throw their spray can in the trash can. I mean, their coveralls in the trash can, give the kid the flashlight, and they're done. And that's okay. That's a plan, and that works for some people, apparently a good many people. But for others, like me, I was working for another pest control company. I worked for the state as a pest control regulatory inspector for 10 years, and then 6 years for another pest control company. But for 16 years, I watched people that I knew go out on their own in the pest control business and build up a pest control business, maybe to $300,000 or $400,000, maybe to $2 or $3 million, maybe to $30 million. Some of them have done that now, $40 million, and then one day they sell it. And now they're ready to go buy a yacht and, go live on an island somewhere. But some businesses, if you don't do things a certain way, you get ready one day and say, wow, I like to sell my business now. I'm doing $1 million worth of business, and I'd like to sell my business for $1 million. And I'm like, guess what? Your business ain't worth $1 million. your business is not worth much at all, and you're never going to find anybody to buy it. So that's a sad thing to hear. So I tell people in the very beginning, the day you go in business for yourself, you need to go in business with the end in mind. If you want to build a business and retire from that business, you have to start doing certain things in the very beginning. And some people are planning on leaving the business to their children, their offspring. I said, well, do you want them to leave them a worthless business, or do you want to leave them a business that they can someday sell it and retire big? So, when I started my business, one man with a spray can back in 1990, my goal was to grow my business. Actually, my goal at that time was to grow a $1 million business and sell it for $1 million. Now, here's what happened along the way. See, that business for 18 years, and you know me, I read on here about people who work 16 hours a day, 14 hours a day. 16 hours a day seems to be a common number that comes up. Well, putting in 16-hour days or another 16-hour day. I mean, there were times I didn't work a 16-hour week, and you know that. But I had employees, and I worked, my business was open from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and not open on the weekends. There was no way you're going to get me out there spending my weekend doing pest control work or after 5 either. I want to go home and be with my family, but I built a $1 million business, and I sold it for $1 million working 8 to 5, 5 days a week. But here's the thing. Here's some things that you need to do to make your business sellable. And this is where a lot of people are missing the boat, Mikey. Your value of your business is largely, and I underline the word largely, based on recurring revenues. Recurring revenues. People see that, well, you're getting, 60, 70, 80% of your business, and some people now are a lot more than that, is from recurring revenues. Quarterly services, monthly services, every other month services, annual termite renewal contracts, where these people are paying you on a regular basis. And that, when somebody comes to look at your business to see about buying it, that's what they look at. How much business is being generated every year right now from this business? And when they calculate the worth of your business, they don't really look at one-time services. One-time services don't mean much at all. I mean, they're in there and they get a little bit of value, but if 80 or 90% of your business is one-time services, you're not going to be able to sell your business for very much money. That's just a cold, hard fact. If 70% of your business is recurring income services, people are going to start to look at your company real seriously. And they're going to ask for the last 3 years, 2 or 3 years tax returns, and those tax returns need to be squeaky clean, and they need to reflect the amount of income that you're generating from your business. And I know tons of people who, they do a big cash business, see. This is going to be $1,100, but if you'll pay me cash, it'll only be $800. And they get the cash. Well, you've just added zero value to your business. It's like taking money and spending it rather than putting it in savings. And when I had my business, that was my goal, was to build a sellable business. And I would give somebody the price, like for a termite job, maybe at $1,200, and they would say, well, how much would it be if I pay you in cash? And I would just look them in the eye and say, it would be $1,200. It's the same amount, because it's all going into the bank. It's all going to be reported as income, because that's adding value to my business. Now, my business paid me a great salary, or really a great salary. My business bought my wife and I both, a brand new automobile every 5 or 6 years. It paid for our summer vacations because I set it up where I could meet with a pest control operator, or we were going to a vacation and go to a pest control meeting. If I wanted to buy a shovel or a rake for my garden, my company bought that. It actually belonged to the company. So there are all kinds of perks that you get along the way. And then at the end, when you're done, like me, I had a 20-year plan, but what I really did was I cut that short by a couple of years because I started getting involved in coaching and working with PCOs all over the place, and I decided, man, I love doing this so much more than I love managing 10 employees. And so an opportunity came up. A guy had been wanting to buy my business for years. Several people had said, man, if you ever get ready to sell your business, you got my phone number. So really, the buyer for my business was one phone call away, and it was just a done deal. We agreed on a price, we agreed on terms, and everything was squeaky clean, and it was an easy deal to negotiate. And I walk away with $1 million. So, and plunge into the coaching business. So if you want to grow your business and sell it so that your business creates a great retirement and a great lifestyle for you and your family, you've got to build a sellable business. You can't do all one-time services and cash business and all of this and expect to sell your business for a lot of money. I'm not saying that it's wrong to do one-time services and do money and do business for cash, but I'm just saying that if you want to sell your business and you want it to be a hot item on the market, then you can't do it that way. So with that, I can't think of anything I would add.
And now here's a word from our sponsor.
Google Pest Control Marketing. Grow your business like never before. Call 770-993-0004.
Did you hear that? That is a jingle. But more than that, it is an audio logo and what I call a marketing earworm. But that's a bug, that's a worm you want in your local market on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and podcasts like you're listening to right now. Yes, you should do a podcast as a PCO, but we'll talk about that another time. You want your market singing Google your name, what you do, and your phone number. Simple, but it works. If you want to cash in on this marketing bonanza, go to pestcontrolmarketingjingles.com to learn more. Or just call me, Mike Stewart, at 770-826-3662, or call Hal Coleman at 770-993-0004. And we would love to show you how to do what we call search and call advertising with earworms. And oh yeah, it works on that old-timey technology of radio and television. Why don't you call us today and learn more?
Google Pest Control Marketing. Grow your business like never before. Call 770-993-0004.
And you have any comments on that, Mike, or questions?
Well, for me, there was two things that we noticed on online marketing, and it really is akin to what all the things you've said here today, is you want what we call continuity income, reoccurring income, continuity income, sell it once, people pay for a life. And there's lots of opportunities that I've built that reoccurring income. And in your case, because it is a service business with reoccurring income where you have employees doing the physical labor and you don't have to be the one out there actually doing the service, then you have the ability to change ownership and a person can see the value because of that reoccurring income. Because when you're just trading hours for dollars, and you're just getting one customer, and when you get that customer, you have to go find another customer, that is a business, but that's not going to have the value of that reoccurring income, which, like I said, we call membership sites, subscriptions, and continuity income. So the other piece of the equation that I see is that you wouldn't have built that reoccurring income without doing all the marketing things that other people wouldn't do. In other words, you went out to networking meetings, you used the internet, you built direct response ads, you argued with the Yellow Pages people on doing the ads that you wanted to do, not what they recommended. You created the right graphics. You had the right verbiage on your trucks. You fired techs that didn't do the job. You hired people who were good people. I mean, there's a whole big list of what it takes to build a sellable business. And that's why when it comes to Hal Coleman, he made a conscious choice. You could have kept your pest control operation for many years, but you realized that, oh my gosh, I can sell it, let somebody else keep it profitable and pay me money, and then I can do anything I want to do. And then you realize that you have a passion for teaching, for training, and coaching. And so now you got the best of all these worlds: reoccurring income, a whole new business, and you don't have to do things you don't want to do. To me, Hal, retirement is never doing something you don't want to do. And
that's right. And yep, you're right about that.
Well, so that kind of segues to what I'm saying is Hal retired. Hal sold his pest control business, and he made a great result. And one of the things that, I'm not going to get into the details of the numbers, but I know one thing: Hal is living off of other money. From, in other words, you've created other streams of income to where this really makes you financially independent. That I know that when it becomes hunting season, I don't even bother to call Hal because he's off hunting and fishing. but see, that's freedom. That's the retirement. I see Walmart greeters with a frown on their face. Why are they at Walmart greeting people at the door? Because they can't make ends meet with the recurring income that they work their whole lives, and their Social Security and their retirement programs aren't paying the bills, not in this economy. So they have to go out, and some of them are working when they don't want to work. And then there's, of course, like me and Hal. We do things we're passionate about, and it turns into profit. That's what we want to see happen for you. That's why selling your business, but also knowing how to build that business, takes a mentor. And so if somebody was going to get you to be their mentor, what would you tell them to do?
I tell them to give me a call at 770-993-0004. And I'll spend some time with them. As a matter of fact, I'll spend an hour with them, and I'll treat them to what I call a double your business strategy session. I'll send them a questionnaire ahead of time to fill out so that I don't have to spend the whole hour together asking questions. I'll already have a good insight into some really good low-hanging fruit in your business and things you can do to really ramp up your business growth significantly. And that call and that session won't cost them a penny. So, or they can email me at hal@halcoleman.com, or they can text me, or if they got homing pigeons, well, I don't have any homing pigeons, so I guess that wouldn't work, but I'm available.
Yeah, and don't call Hal during hunting season, and don't send a homing pigeon when he's out in the field, because he might shoot it. So
well, that could happen. Oh gosh. Oh. And no, but Mike, I can't tell you how many times all my coaching clients have my cell phone number, and I can't tell you how many times I've been on a hunting trip or a fishing trip, and my clients call. I take the call. I mean, my clients come first, and I don't have subordinate coaches. If you hire me, I don't turn you over to somebody else. If you hire me, you work with me 100% of the time. And I'm available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to my clients, whether I'm fishing, whether I'm hunting, whether I'm at the beach. I can't tell you how many times I've been at the beach and I've sat there and talked to one of my clients on the phone, helping them with a problem. So, yeah, I'm out there pursuing my hobbies sometimes, but my clients always come first. And I know yours do too.
Absolutely.
So anyway, Mike, how would they get in touch with you? If they were trying to find me through you,
well, I would have my cell phone and my computer out in the middle of Percy Priest Lake, because that's where I go out to get inspiration to create things. I'm a creative guy, love creating things that solve problems. And my phone number is 770-826-3662, 770-826-3662. And I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to look at what's going on with your business online. And, there are ways to make it better and improve on what you got. I've never met anybody that was doing everything they could do. And in fact, I've got, if you'll call me, I'll send you absolutely free my 13-step recipe to local business success online. And you got to call me to get those 13 steps. I'll be glad to send them to you. But give me a call, 770-826-3662. And you know what, Hal? The lake is calling me, so I think I need to go out on the boat.
Go do it, Mike, and I'll talk to you later. And folks, thanks for listening to this episode of the Pest Control Marketing Podcast.
Want to take your pest control business to the next level and beyond? Have I got great news for you? Every February, the weekend after the Super Bowl, Hal Coleman and Mike Stewart host the PCO Marketing Event of the Year. Learn what's new in online and offline marketing from Mr. Online and Mr. Offline, Hal and Mike. Previous attendees continue to rave about the results they are achieving using the strategies and techniques they learned at this mind-blowing weekend event last year. This event is only for people who are serious about doubling, tripling, and even quadrupling their sales and their business faster than they ever imagined. So if that's you, reserve your seat now at nextlevelpcomarketing.com. That's nextlevelpcomarketing.com. Or call Hal at 770-993-0004. When enrollment opens, you can find out all the details at our website, nextlevelpcomarketing.com. To take your business to the next level, you're only one click or call away.
Google Pest Control Marketer. Grow your business like never before. Call 770